lovely Miss Rita is with me in the passenger seat holding the GoPro right now. And we are just headed to a lovely gravel road where we will hopefully find a spot. At the time of recording this, it is a long weekend, so there might be a bit of competition for spots. Also, hunting season's on the horizon as well, too. Adam is driving behind us right now, but my buddy Adam has shown up in quite a few videos with us, and we're happy to have him join us. And we're also going to be testing out a new little toy for ease of communication. Falcon to Woodchuck.
Good.
Welcome back for another episode of I Would Camp That.
Yeah, let's get her.
Not too bad, a little staticky, but it was good. All right, let's go see what we can find for a camp spot, and we'll have a nice night out. So we got this lovely spot here. There's an old oil and gas structure there that's been absolutely peppered with firearm fire, shotgun fire. We'll go take a closer look at that in a bit. And here's Adam with his not a Jeep.
Hello.
Adam, I think you've got a theme going here.
Yeah, I know. It's like every other video I get a new vehicle. It's really weird.
Right?
But at least this time I had a real reason.
Okay, tell us the story.
It's a long story, so I'll give you the short version of it. Basically, the hybrid version of the Jeep kept shutting off while I was driving, and the first time they fixed it, it was a legitimate fix. But then the second time it happened, I brought it back, and they just said, "Oh yeah, we'll change the oil filter, and that'll fix your electrical issues." And then after that, I had no confidence in the Jeep, so I went and got the most reliable vehicle, the Toyota Tacoma.
That's a popular truck in
very
the
popular
camping community.
Yeah, lots of people like it. There's parts everywhere for it. I'm pretty excited to test it out and see how it handles.
You've got a topper on the way too, don't you?
Yeah, I ordered a topper from Alibaba, so it was very inexpensive. But the shipping was just as much as the topper, but it still made it cheaper than buying a American-made thing here. So we'll see how it turns out. It's supposed to arrive next week.
Yeah, no, that should be really good. Lots of different things you can do with the topper. Just limited by your imagination. Do you want to give us a quick little tour of the truck and some of the features, or?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on with the truck right now. I haven't changed anything other than the tires.
Yeah.
In the bed, there's not a whole lot. There's a power outlet that's good up to 100 watts or 400 watts if the truck is not moving.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty handy. Soft close tail bed. I mean, there's not a whole lot fancy, whatever. The 360 camera is really nice. It's very handy when off-roading.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I've changed so far are the tires. So I got 33-inch tires. I know a lot of people with these trucks will usually say, if you get 33-inch tires, you got to cut the body mount in the front wheels. But that's only if you don't do your research and buy narrower tires. I got 255/85 R16s, and these don't rub at all.
Because you're still planning to take this on some unforgiving roads, eh?
Yeah, today I'd hope to try to find some mud pit or just some difficult terrain and see how the mud tires do, because I've never had them before.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yep.
And this is about a 5'7" length box, or
5 foot bed.
5 foot bed.
5 foot box. Yeah, it's very small.
Right.
It's quite unusable to sleep in. So what I plan to do is I'll put the topper on, and then I'll get a tent attachment so the tailgate can come down, and the tent attachment will go on the topper and the bed of the back of the truck. that will effectively extend my bed up to, I think, about 6 feet. And that should
Yeah,
be pretty
that'll
good.
be doable.
Never used it, so I'm curious to see how it goes.
Yeah, that extra bit of feet will be good, because I know like we've got about 6'6",
Yeah.
I think, on ours, and that
Yeah.
serves us quite well.
Yeah, that it would be really nice.
Do you mind if I open the back?
Yeah, good.
See what you got in the rear cab here. Oh, nice. Got the seats folded down. Bunch of stuff back here. You got your fridge on the other side over there, eh?
Yeah, once I get the canopy, it'll be a lot easier to pack stuff, because then I can, not have to tie them down. I just have to tie them loosely so they don't slide around in the bed.
Yeah.
But I do like that the seats fold down almost like a bench, I guess, or it's like very flat, so you can put lots of boxes in there very easily. So that's really nice.
Cool.
Otherwise, it's quite tight in the back seat.
Yeah. But you're happy with your purchase so far, eh?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, that also had some drama too with it. Like, when I traded in the Jeep, I took this out on a little trip to Rocky Mountain House, and just as I got to Rocky Mountain House, the vehicle kept like having engine issues, which made me uncontrollably mad. I was so angry after coming from the Jeep to like the most reliable vehicle and then having issues.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was able to limp it back home, and I started doing all these checks. I checked the oil, and it turns out that the dealership overfilled it by like 10 liters. So instead of having 5 liters of oil, it had 15 liters of oil. So that was really
At
frustrating.
least it's just something simple, eh?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was an easy fix, but it was still frustrating.
Well, folks, if you'd like to cast your votes or predictions on what Adam's fourth vehicle will be, feel free to drop that in the comments below. Take your pick. Pick the most outlandish thing. If it's out there and it's reliable, Adam will probably drive it.
Volkswagen buggy.
One of those little like Mini Cooper clown cars.
Oh gosh. Probably not.
So because Adam doesn't have his topper yet and can't do his extravagant turn 5 feet into 6 feet idea, he's gonna be tenting it.
Yep.
Oh, this is a big tent, dude. You're
It's
gonna have
fucking
lots of
huge.
space.
Yeah, it's a 5-person one. If I had a smaller one, I'd use that, but
Dustin, you can sleep in here and I'll take the truck for myself.
She's trying to kick me out already, and we just got here. Okay, well, Adam's got his tent. Not much shade out here. The sun's beating down. I guess there's a little bit of shade over by Adam's truck. And we did bring the fire bowl. Not sure how much fuel's in that tank, but we'll do some dinner over the fire bowl tonight. Conditions have been kind of hit or miss for wildfire risk, so for moments like that, definitely better to use the fire bowl instead of starting a campfire. We don't want to contribute to the next Alberta wildfire. Hope the cable will be long enough for this. I guess we'll find out.
yeah, I'd be curious to see how fast these charge your battery.
Yeah, especially in this kind of sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm questioning if this cable's even going to be long enough with where we have our Jackery 2000, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right. Jackery's at 96%. It's had to fight to get the fridge down to its target temperature. Probably have to continue to do so. Now, the hookup for the solar panels is at the back, so I'm hoping maybe I can just feed the cord around behind the fridge. Let's see if it's long enough to do that. So I've never hooked up these panels to the new Jackery. With our old Jackery, they've got this piece here, plug the panels into there, and then this end here goes into the Jackery 1000. From what I can see with the Jackery 2000, there's nothing on there that resembles this piece, at least not that I've seen at first glance. So it comes with these two little adapter head pieces here. So we're gonna see if, like I said before, just see if the cord's long enough. I was able to feed the wire through behind the fridge. I've got it resting under the handle of the Jackery 2000, and it is long enough. I'll have to go around to the other side so I can interact with the back, but I'll just get the other cable back here and we'll get that hooked up. Okay, I fed both the cables through. So now we're gonna come over to the passenger side. And I haven't had to interact with this before. It's probably gonna be really hard to see. There's a couple of ports right down here. All right, so I'm gonna plug. Oh my gosh, jeez! Oh, don't fall under the bench. That'd be terrible. Okay, one, and then we've got the second one. Perfect. And I've just got the 2 panels. I think you can hook something crazy like 6 panels up to this thing. That's insane. Okay, one. I think I heard it humming there. Let's get the second one in there. Beauty. All right, let's jump up front and see if we can see any changes to the display. Beauty, we have input. 155-ish watts coming in. And the fridge, I might try to move the panels around so I can close that back door there a bit. I don't want to crunch the cables, but fridge is at its target temperature. Just with the sun beating down on it, that probably won't be for long. Cables have enough clearance. They're not being pinched by the door. We've got a big brown blanket to try and block some of the sun out and mitigate heat on the fridge, just so the Jackery 2000 doesn't have to work quite as hard. Really need to, I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I really gotta look into like some window coverings or something. One of these days I'll get it done. You know how it is. So I can hear like a humming coming from the Jackery, and yeah, 150-ish watts of input coming in. Well, it wouldn't be an Iwouldcampthat video without checking out the beautiful abandoned structure right next to us. Oh, that glass has seen better days.
Oh yeah. All these bullet holes inside here. With all these pipes and stuff. Like, why would you shoot this?
Because some people are pigs.
If nobody's using it, it becomes a slob shooting target, eh?
Jeez. Well, as long as they don't turn it back on, I guess.
Mike, I was wondering if someone that's camped out here has turned this into like a bathroom, but I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything disgusting. A lot of broken glass and bullet holes.
Yeah. Well, I would not camp that.
I don't think I'd camp that either.
All right, boys, I got your free weights for your gym.
Oh gosh.
Oh, there you go.
What is this?
Do some squats.
Oh, it looks like some type of pipe connector.
Do some squats. Bend your knees. Yeah, there you go. Feel the burn.
I've got pretty good legs. My arms aren't too great.
Yeah, you see this a lot up in Northern Alberta. The thing that blows my mind is when you see the road signs off the side of the roads and people shoot at those.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Like,
So irresponsible.
someone could be coming down the road. Like,
Yeah, I know. It blows my
you
mind.
could kill someone.
And even if this is an abandoned site, like, you don't know what's still in there, even if it's been shut off. You don't know what is still sitting sedentary at the bottom or what's in the pipes.
Just take a shot, boom, and you're just like, we should probably go. Airing down the tires for when we head out to the fun roads.
Yes, sir.
You said you don't have your winch plate yet, eh?
Nope, got no winch, but I got some traction pads if we need them.
Do you think you boys can manage not getting stuck?
Probably.
You promise?
No.
Yeah,
'Cause
Adam, video
I'm taking your stuff if you guys aren't back in a day.
video evidence suggests that we usually get stuck.
Usually to some extent. I'm pretty confident we should be okay.
Were you confident the last 2 times?
Yep. At least I'm honest.
So we're gonna take Adam's truck out and test out his tires on some less than savory roads. Adam said he's got a spare long antenna for the radio.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
Yeah. So I got the same kind you did, so. Okay, so we've already got it set to the same frequency. This is so I'll turn it on. This switch right up here, and that's the volume as well. turning it up and down. And then this PTT button, the big square button.
Yep.
That's what you hold down to key it. Go ahead and try testing it.
Testing.
Yeah, I read you.
Okay, guard the camp with your life, babe.
Okay.
Where are you taking me, sir?
Somewhere. It'll be a surprise.
That doesn't sound promising.
It's the horse that could happen.
Dispatch, this is the Falcon. Over. That was really quiet. Can you try that again? You're coming in really quiet.
Are you already stuck?
No, we're good. We're still rolling. Over.
Keep it that way. Over.
Yeah, I can barely hear her.
Yeah, the radio is very hit or miss.
Yeah.
I find these radios are not that high quality. I mean, they are like the cheapest Chinese radios you can get.
I mean, they're at least good if you've got somebody driving right behind you, and then you can communicate when you're in separate vehicles.
Well, it is 6:45 and the boys aren't back from ripping around yet, and I can't get them on the radio either. So I'm just going to assume they're hungry when they get back, and I'm going to get some dinner started. First things first, well, I moved these over so that they'd be in the sun, but there's no sun left. So I think I'm going to fold them up and set them to the side because I'll need to get into that door to get to the fridge anyway. Ugh. Okay, so as with most times when packing this thing, the thing that I need is on the bottom. So I'm gonna have to unpack, at least not the drink side, but I'm gonna have to unpack this side because that's mostly breakfast and dessert stuff, and get to the stuff I put on the bottom out of there.
Hey babe, just letting you know we're on our way back. I didn't hear any of that, but
I didn't hear any of that either.
at least we know she's alive. Yeah, you've actually got mud flaps on this one. Yep. So that's not bad at all. Like I don't even remember what video it was, but I remember going out with your Jeep and it was just caked.
Oh, I lost one mud flap.
What?
It's gone on my side. Over here on this side?
You lost a mud flap?
Yeah, it's gone. I was like, wait a second. That's
Oh
not
no.
funny. That's okay. These mud flaps kind of suck because they're really hard. Like for off-roading, you want the soft ones that are like rubber.
Yeah, where they're a little more malleable.
Yeah,
Eh?
but
That's
okay.
funny.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, good time to get some that'll be good for your purposes.
Exactly.
We're back at camp. Sun has descended below the tree line. So, oh, did you end up having to fold one of the panels up?
Yeah, actually, I moved them over to get more sun earlier, but then in order to get the food out of the truck, I had to fold them up and put them aside.
Yeah.
There was just a spot of light still on the one that's still open, but that literally, as you were pulling in, left.
Well, at least we know they work with the new Jackery.
For sure.
And I see you got the fire bowl going.
Yep.
Beauty. Oh, you were looking in the box to see if there was mud?
Yeah, I was curious to see how much got in there, but it doesn't look like a whole lot more.
Yeah, not bad, man.
One of each.
Well, at least it's cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, it's quite nice now.
Yeah. What kind of hobo meals are these, babe?
The very traditional hobo kind of meal where you throw everything in the fridge together that needs to be eaten.
So,
I like it.
can you elaborate a little more? I'm curious.
There's potato, onion, mushrooms, and some homemade patties in there
Ooh,
with mostly taco seasoning, homemade taco seasoning.
that's always a treat.
Oh, made taco seasoning.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. What's in the seasoning?
a lot of homemade paprika. Remember how I told you how I
Yeah,
accidentally
you-
made the house into a bio-war
Yeah.
zone, grinding down dried peppers? Yeah.
Yeah, Rita's been having a lot of fun making her own spices.
Next step is my own dehydrated garlic powder and garlic salt.
Well, I was very surprised that you told me that you were dehydrating the peppers just in the window.
Yeah, the traditional way, because we have a lot of sunlight coming in that one kitchen window, so I could just thread them up on some heavy-duty string and hang them on a hook on the window. I'm just gonna start peeling one open to see how it looks. We'll need to get a garbage. We'll need to get a garbage bag set up to put the.
Yeah,
stuff
we've
away.
got garbage bags. We got lots of garbage bags in the truck. That's one thing we got lots of. Oh, that smells good. Your hobo meals are always a treat.
A lot of moisture cooked out of these. Jeez.
Can't see it, but I'm salivating right now. Oh,
That was very good.
yes. Words fail me.
Yeah, the potatoes are definitely burned to the bottom, but that looks cooked through.
Sweet, thanks, babe.
Careful, it's gonna be hot on the bottom when the heat
Yeah.
transfers through. There you
Yeah. That looks great, babe.
go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll just look at that. I gotta get a close-up of this so I can be jealous of myself later. Yeah, the meat came out really good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good as always, babe.
Yeah.
Well, we had a lovely dinner. Thanks for putting that together for us, babe.
Yep.
And for how hot it was earlier, the sun has gone down and it's actually getting pretty chilly. Like not like winter chilly, but it's getting cool. There's a bit of an on again, off again breeze, but yeah, just nice and cool. I think it'll make for a good little sleep.
Can't quite get to the trees on the far side, but yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, that's the flashlight I use at work. It's got a really strong LED light. I've had it for several years.
Well, as long as I don't shine it outside and it bounces off some eyeballs staring back at us, it's fine.
Just in time for Halloween. Well, we've got a bunch of our bags and stuff pushed off to the corner there. Gonna have to move some of that so I can get the locking stick in place. And we've got our little Jackery 1000 sitting at the back here. I'm really liking this system where we have the 2000 up front running the fridge, and then we can have this one in the back for running a fan or charging our phones, charging camera batteries. It's really nice being able to do that, and we don't have to like run an extension cord to the front or anything like that. We used to do that, and I didn't really like that very much. And I'm really enjoying, we have this little fanny pack here, and the fanny pack just has just some things that we want to use specifically for this Jackery, but you know, easy things that would be really easy to lose. Like we've got our I've mentioned in a previous video that our DC side on this Jackery is kind of pooched. The basically all the ports here, like USB and the C ports, we just don't use them anymore because it'll sometimes trip the DC side. So what we do is, one of the things we keep in here is we've got this little 12 volt converter piece that's got a USB piece and a C port piece. So we'll just put that in there, and then that's where we plug our USB stuff in. Thing still trips occasionally, but I find if I do that weird little trick, I'll just like put a little wire in this like broken quick charge port that tends to break really easily on the Jackery 1000s. Wiggle it around and that'll get the DC port going again. I'm not really sure why, but it works. And then we've also got some cables in here too. Like I've got a couple of phone charging cables, C port. We use Samsung S24s. So it's good to have that. I'll actually try to pull that cord out. I might end up getting a bit of a bigger pack and wrapping it around the handle here just so we can fit more things in it. But for now, this works quite nice. And I did put a bigger one on the Jackery 2000 as well too, so we can keep stuff in there as well. It's just nice keeping all that stuff together. We plugged in the little USB fan. I don't know that we're gonna keep that on all night, but between my phone charging and the fan, about 23 to 24 watts of output for a 100% Jackery. And I just got the little fan. I love this little Walmart fan. Just got that by the window with the window cracked a little bit. You got your window cracked a little too?
I mean, if you count that much as cracked, sure.
Oh, I couldn't even see it. Oh, you got it way open, gotcha.
I like my fresh air.
I couldn't even see it with how dark it is. I'm gonna bundle up in a blanket here.
And as soon as you're all bundled up, you're gonna have to go use the bathroom.
I already did that, so I think we're covered. But I am diabetic, so, you know, sometimes diabetics, well, if your blood sugar's running a little higher than it should, you sometimes gotta pee a lot. But no, I think we're good. Oh, this is cozy. I don't think we're gonna need the sleeping bag at all, but yeah, this is nice and cozy.
Yeah, I'm still wearing sweatpants, but I'm not putting extra thick socks on or anything. That'll be overkill.
I think I meant bring my slippers that I usually keep back here. They're in the house right now, but
No, they're in here.
did we bring them in here? I thought I left them at home by mistake.
No, they're here.
And we did, in fact, remember my slippers. So if it cools down a little more, then I got to worry about my feet getting super cold. Well, it's super cozy back here. We're bundled up nicely under blankets. Temperature is spot on, perfect. So I think we're just gonna lie down for bed. I've been on day shifts, in the middle of day shifts right now, so I've been going to bed pretty early. But we'll follow up with you folks in the morning. Rita has declared that there will be breakfast.
There will be breakfast.
We'll see you all at breakfast time.
Good morning, everyone. That was a really good sleep, nice and cool. Woke up a couple of times, but was able to get right back to bed. Call that a win. Did you sleep okay, babe?
Okay enough. Although my headband's missing. It's weird.
Oh, you slept good, though?
Yeah, my hips are sore, but that's pretty normal for me, so.
Yeah, it looks like Adam just got up, too, so we can jump out and go say good morning and do some breakfast. How'd you sleep in your tent?
The sleep was okay. Me feeling good was not okay. It's woke up at like 3 to go to the bathroom, fine. Right around like 7 I woke up and then just like threw up everywhere.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
thankfully not in the tent. But I was like, I don't feel so good. And then I just like ran out of the tent and just died. And I've been up since and just been like, ugh.
Oh, jeez. Sorry to hear that.
No, all good.
Do you think you're getting sick, or?
I feel fine now. Just a headache. So I'm like, I don't know.
Well, it's been a little while since you've been out, too, eh?
I guess so.
Huh.
So that sucked. But otherwise, it was not bad.
You gonna be okay to stick around for breakfast?
I probably won't eat breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if your stomach's upset, maybe don't bother.
Yeah.
Well, we're just getting Adam's tent put away. And hopefully we've got enough fuel for the fire bowl to do some breakfast.
And it was a nice, cool night. So the Jackery should not have had to work that hard. Let's see. Yeah, it was at 96% last night. Now it's at 92.
we're getting into those cooler temperatures at night. So yeah, definitely did not have to work hard at all.
I'm just making 2 eggs each. I did bring enough for Adam, but since he's not feeling well, it's just 2 eggs each so that we're not forcing ourselves to overeat and then try to pack up and get out of here.
I was gonna say I could take one for the team and eat Adam's eggs for him. I don't think he'll mind.
Well, I'm not adding raw eggs to cooked eggs, so this is what we get.
Hey Adam, can I eat your eggs for you?
Yes.
See, there you go.
Well, his eggs are still raw.
Well, we'll have to change that. I say that with utmost determination.
Okay, there is salsa and sour cream in the fridge if you want to grab those.
Ooh. Wouldn't say no to a little bit of sour cream. Well, thanks for breakfast, babe.
Yep.
Well, breakfast is served, courtesy of the love of my life. Mmm.
That was cool. I didn't think you brought along sour cream, so it's a nice touch.
And there he goes. The back road mud-loving warrior. What kind of vehicle do you think he'll be driving next time he comes out?
Clown car.
Clown car? School bus?
That's actually legit.
Maybe he'll be a van camper. Bye, future van camper. School bus camper. Maybe he'll drive one of those hot dog cars. I would camp that.
Well, it's shaping up to be a very warm day today. We're gonna get the last of the truck packed and then we gotta head home. I got work tomorrow. I did pick up some overtime the last couple of days, so short set off, but that's my own fault.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us for our first fall camp of the season. There's yellow on the trees, I'm calling it. This is a fall camp, and we'll have more in the future to go.
Yeah, thanks again to Adam for coming out. Sorry to hear you had a rough night, but I haven't slept in a tent in a long time. If I slept in one after how many years, I'd probably feel kind of crappy too. Anyways, we'll see you later, folks. Stay classy, and see you in our next video.